Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a tactic called the Moustachu Ancre. In French, that translates to the mustachioed anchor from what I could see. And as you can see, the tactic itself does look like an anchor. This is from someone called Kofo20. They're French apparently. I don't know anything about them. Unfortunately, the description is completely blank and the only thing you find is a picture of an anchor on the Steam Workshop. But it was good enough to get my attention, so we are going to check it out today. Tactic-wise, goalkeeper in defend, ball-playing defenders on the left and right with a central defender sandwich in between, wingbacks on the left and right with a DM sandwich in between, a box-to-box up front, and then an enganche up in the attacking mid spots with an advanced forward and a pressing forward up front. Cautious mentality. In possession, you do have attacking with the standard. Passing directness is more direct. Tempo slightly higher. Mixed crosses and play for set pieces. In transition, you got counter, distribute quickly. Out of possession, you've got a low block line of engagement and a lower defensive line. That is a very low line right there. Trigger press much more often. Get stuck in and drop off more. But now, how did it do for our three teams? Starting with Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League, and then moving to the Championship side of Ipswitch Town. Well, as you can see, Liverpool in third place, 78 points, is lower than what we expect. However, Manchester United getting the league title with only 81. So you are not far off from the league title right there. Aston Villa, on the other hand, yeah, 25 points, relegated as dead last. That one hurts. Liverpool's FA Cup runs out in the fourth round against Rotherham. Interesting. But they do win the EFL Cup final 1-0 over Norwich. They didn't play all that well. As you can see, Aston Villa winning out 1-1 in penalties, as in Aston Villa losing out on that. But 1-0 against Norwich is not a fantastic result. Trophy number 2 does come in the Europa League final against Ajax, 1-0. They only had one blemish, 1-2 loss to Union Berlin. However, winning out in penalties the next time around, beating PSV Eindhoven, beating Roma, and then finally getting the trophy number 2 against Ajax. Now, what are we going to expect here? I mean, you've got 2 trophies in the cabinet. However, you didn't do all that well. Only 78 points. I still think that's not the greatest of tallies, but 30 goals for Nunez, Jota with 22, Salah all the way down with 18, assist-wise 27 for Alexander-Arnold, Robertson with 11, as does Szoboszlai. Salah's not doing that well this season. 7-2-0 for Nunez, Alexander-Arnold 7-17 average rating. Definitely could have, we would love to have seen better. Aston Villa actually didn't do too badly in the cup runs. 1-1 we saw a loss against Liverpool in penalties, and then a 0-2 against Rotherham, FA Cup 5th round. What is the deal with Rotherham here? And they didn't even get past the qualifying round. Unfortunately, Nordjylland, I've never been able to pronounce that, but beating them out very quickly early on. Diego Carlos, again, 47 appearances there. Goals-wise, 14 for Ollie Watkins, 7 for Ramsey and Traore. Assist-wise, 11 for Coutinho, who's not even there. 7 for Matty Cash and Ollie Watkins. 1 in the green, and he's not even there. That is an awful, awful showing, but they're dead last. What do you expect? According to the Data Hub, very, very good in defense. Attacking-wise, you got some better numbers than league average. However, you definitely want to see more of that. And if we switch to Aston Villa, definitely a different story. Attacking-wise is abysmal. Not there at all. Defensively, they're good, but I guess the attacking side just didn't cover anything. Premier League stats, Liverpool's in here at least, 79 goals, second in the list, but fewer shots against you there. Aston Villa only making it to the most tackles won, and that's third place beyond Liverpool. Otherwise, really poor showing. And if we go to player overview, most goals, of course, Haaland is there. Jota and Nunez get listed. Alexander-Arnold with 17 assists, Robertson with 10, not too bad. But yeah, nothing really else. Aston Villa's Matty Cash gets in there with most tackles won, but really, really bad showing. As we switch teams to the Championship side, Ipswitch Town, they kind of follow Aston Villa's path. 23rd in the league, second to relegate. They're basically tied on relegation, but they are going down and nowhere near where they should be. Ow. FA Cup 3rd round, you're out. EFL Cup 2nd round, you're out. That hurts. So this definitely will not be fun to watch. 17 goals for Connor Chaplin, 16 for Hurst. The 2 of them are beasts. I really should do player profiles on them, but 8 assists, no one in double digits for Wes Burns. 723 for Ladapo, who's not even there. Apparently, the team don't think he has a long-term future with the club. That's the first time I've seen him loaned out. But really not doing all that well. So I'm going to skip the championship stats and the player stats for championship because, yeah, they're not anywhere in there. But overall for these three teams, this tactic didn't work at all. You definitely have to do a lot more to fit your squad into the tactic and vice versa. But it didn't work for this sim. Again, I am just taking teams. I am simming throughout the entire season, letting my assistant coaches and managers deal with everything from transfers to training to match day squads and all of that. So it didn't work here. Doesn't mean it won't work for you. Unfortunately, that's just what we see sometimes. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.